Hello.
Hey guys, how are you?
Awesome. So this is my cousin Mariama. This is the one that is, man, she's the document queen to me. She's who I call when I have questions about the docs. And trust me, I still have questions and I'm calling her getting on her nerves and she's hollering at me, Shimmy. So anyway,
Hey
so
guys.
I just wanted to bring her on so that she could tell you, since y'all seem like y'all don't believe what I'm telling you how to get jobs, so that you can hear from her exactly how to get notary signing agent jobs. So
So
tell us.
I am going to go straight into it. I was listening to some things that Sean said, and Sean is exactly right. In the beginning, you all do need to get the certifications and be a member of NNA. Is very, very important because they do look for that when you are not showing lots of signings in SnapDocs. So please make sure you have all of the certifications that are showing. And you can do that by going on signingagent.com. When you go into signingagent.com, just look at your profile and just look at your literally look at your picture and see if your picture looks like someone else's picture. And as you're looking at the pictures, you'll see differences. For example, you'll see some of them may have a stripe on them. Some of them may have a blue seal. Some of them may have just a regular signing agent seal. And everything that you see on that picture, you need to get on the phone with NNA or whoever you may be certified through and say, hey, I need my picture literally to look like this picture. And that will let them know, okay, you are missing certain certifications and you want to make sure that you're fully qualified or as highly qualified as possible. Now, as time goes by, and you've been doing this a long time, for example, how I've been doing it, and I will tell you all just a little bit of my background in just a second. But just, when you've been doing it for a while, you will not need all of those certifications. You won't have to pay for membership and those things. Now, if things start getting a little funny in some years to come, and you're doing, you're like, hey, I'm not getting that many signings. And of course, again, pay for that membership. Get yourself looking as if you have full credentials in the system. So that's very important. So just a little bit about me and where I am notarization wise. So I am literally, I think I just did my probably, I think I had 1,073, something like that. So last week I went over the 1,000 notarization mark. So I have a wealth of knowledge in probably every type of signing, including the ones that Sean went through and some more too. As you do a few signings, you'll get some older signings that kind of come here and there, just not all the time, but there are those five typical ones that he spoke about. So when I first started, and Latanya, you can let me know if I need to slow down or someone's asking a question or so, just let me know.
You're
But
good.
when I first started, just so you all know, I remember I woke up and I was just like, something's going on. I'm not getting any signings. So maybe about 2 or 3 days later, I realized that my profile was not set up correctly. So I went on, as Sean talked about, and I made sure I had the blue stripe. I made sure I had the seal. I paid for anything that was possible to have paid for. And I think that highest package at the time was 179 or so. And I did make sure I had all of that, those certifications. So that got me showing correctly in the signingagent.com profile. Then after that, I remember sitting there, I was like, okay, well, I got a couple pings here and there. They're not close to me. And I was like, well, maybe I won't do this one or I won't do that one. The key is to accept them, okay? It doesn't matter what comes through, accept it. And the reason that you want to accept it, no matter where it is within your area, whether it's your area far, somewhere 30 minutes out, even possibly from you, 40 minutes out from you, that's fine. Accept it because what you want to do is gain a contact from accepting that. So when you get that first contact, you're able to now have their phone number and say, hey, I just accepted a signing from you all. And then you want to actually speak with someone directly. That direct person that you're talking to, let's just pretend her name is Kim. You speak with Kim, and now Kim has heard your voice. She knows your first and your last name. Always speak with your entire name because in the SnapDoc system, that's how they're able to locate you. So always make sure that you're giving your name. Hey, this is Mariama Berry. I am just calling. I was just assigned to an order. Just want to see if you all have any more for the day and just talk to you all to see what else may be out there for today or tomorrow, whatever the case may be. The key is to build a relationship with Kim. That is the key. Not with Kim, not with Jimmy, not several people. If you can focus on just one person at that company, that would be great, because that one person at that company is who you're going to literally wake up every morning and call.
Mm-hmm.
So every morning, your day starts around 7 o'clock, or whenever you know the signings for particular companies are coming through, you literally start calling them before the signings come through. Now, when I first started, you couldn't find any of the phone numbers. I've realized now that for a lot of the signing companies, you can find the phone numbers online. So you want to pick up your phone, get those phone numbers, and just find you that direct contact person that you can literally stalk every day, every morning, and say, "Hey, Kim, it's Mariama. Got anything in my area?" Most likely, she's gonna blow you off and say, "No, did you receive a signing? Nope, but I remember to call you, Kim. I hope you're having a great day." Just be personable with them. They will get irritated. Who cares? Allow them to be irritated. They'll get past it after they've heard you for a week or two or three or an entire month calling. They are going to give you some signs, because guess what? At this point, they want you to stop calling them, because you
Mm-hmm.
are you are literally stopping them from doing the other work that they need to do. So I know TJ, Latanya, wherever you all may call her, she's my cousin. Um, I do know that she did the exact same thing that I did, and we literally stalked. I stopped. I told Latanya to stop. Every friend that I've had that has signed on, that are doing just a lot of signings. To those who just may do one every month, they do the same thing. We all literally stop. So let's say for whatever reason you may fall off for a little while, and you're like, "Oh, I don't have time for these signings now, but I want to get back on." Remember that contact and call them again when you're ready to start back up. And that is literally the key. You have to be consistent. If you're not going to be consistent, it's not going to work. In the
Mm-hmm.
beginning, consistency is the key. After a while, they'll just start sending them over to you. For example, now that I've done so many signings, I literally press the button when SnapDocs sends it over, and I pretty much know that I am going to get those signings, and I usually don't have to wonder whether I'm going to get that one or somebody else is going to get it. But the key is I built a little bit of a relationship with a lot of those companies. Now, I will tell you all, last week alone, I did signings for several companies that I had never done them for, and I've almost done signings for probably everybody. And I probably have even done them for them, but maybe one or two here or there in the past, and I just probably don't remember. But the key to those again was I reached out to someone at the company. And I know you all may say, "Hey, I'm not always able to get somebody." Leave a message, text them. They're going to start texting you because everybody now is working from home. So text them, whatever phone number you have, it usually goes to a cell phone. Text them, call them, do whatever you need to do to get in. When you get that first signing, now you got them a little bit on the hook. You want to stay on the hook with them and just be consistent. Without consistency, you will not get there. And it has worked for everybody that I know that I put on that remain consistent. Because I've had, even, I believe TJ in the past was like, "Oh, I didn't get one." It was her first day or so. And she wasn't like, "Oh, I didn't get it." I was like, "Wake up tomorrow and call." And then she
Mm-hmm.
realized, oh my goodness, it did work. And that
Yeah.
is just the key to it. Like, if you're not going to be consistent, you're just throwing your money away that you put in. But I promise you all, that is all that I've done. And I've done a lot of closings. I've only been doing this since 2015, I believe, is when I got my seal. So I'm just to the point where I had to renew my first seal. So technically, in the notary world, a lot of notaries are like, "Oh, you haven't been doing it that long." But I've done more signings than the person that's done in like a 10, 15-year period. So, and I get them all the time. And now I pretty much kind of work with 3 or 4 companies, but I never count the other companies out. I always take signings from other companies, but I do have my hubs that I work with, and I know they're going to just send them over to me like crazy. Also, too, guys, once you get locked in and you got those signing companies on the hook, you want to make sure that you're not making mistakes. Utilize Solutions by TJ. You have to, because you want to be consistent and not making mistakes. When you make mistakes, there is a way for information to be put into the SnapDoc system about you and your performance. You can't see it, but signing companies can see it. So it's very, very important that you're not making mistakes. I've yet to make a mistake. Hopefully it doesn't happen, knock on wood. But I haven't made any mistakes yet, and I believe, and I'm not going to say I believe, but I also know that that's the key. I literally have had companies. I've signed at a couple title companies before, and they've had another notary in the room down from me, and they stopped me and said, "Hey, can you please go down the hall? It's her first day signing, and we need to make sure she doesn't make mistakes." And so I literally get done with my closing, walk down the hall, and help the next notary out, just so that she makes it through that signing successfully. So just making sure that you hone in and know the craft of notary. As Latanya was saying, it is very, very, it's very easy, guys. It's just too easy for you not to know exactly what you're doing. There's information, there's solutions by TJ, if nothing else. I feel like a lot of the times a lot of people kind of go to the books and different things, and the experience kind of does it. I say if you make it through your fifth signing, it's gonna be a breeze after that. And those of you all who I've actually gone over documentation with, and you all have had some of those big packets, if you've done a big packet that's about 200 pages and made it through successfully, please just know that that is going to be the worst probably packet that you've ever gotten. I know a couple of companies, and they are just a beast, those packets. So once you get up to that 200 page and you've done one of those and you made it through it, everything else should be a breeze. It's just repetition. It's repetition from Texas to Florida. Last week I did Ohio for the first time. No, I did Ohio for the third time last week. They do have some documents that are a little bit strange if you're not from Ohio, but it's all pretty much the same. You're looking for where to sign. You're looking for initials. You're looking for where do I stamp? Where do I fill in my notarization information? Just, y'all, it's just too easy for us not to help everybody and not to tell people about it.